Go.
Okay, so I'm here with the third of the students and new team members that's been in my house for the last few days. We've been setting up their internet businesses together, and actually all three guys are leaving with a fully functioning internet business selling products, which is really exciting. So we've got Dave here. So Dave's he's from Liverpool, but we won't hold that against him. So he's got a few questions again. See if I can throw some stuff out there.
First, I'd just like to say thanks for the last 3 days. Absolutely fantastic training.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'd like to say thanks for the effort that you've put in, and you know how you've sort of made us comfortable in our home, your home. So thanks for
You're
that.
very welcome. Thank you.
I've got 15 questions. Just joking.
Typical scout.
The first one is: what advice would you have for anyone who's starting an online business?
I think for anybody beginning, keep costs really low. And like I've said in previous videos, pick one area that you're going to learn well. I personally do like Google blogs, keyword research, search engine optimization. I think that's a brilliant foundation to begin your training. I think making sure that you don't spend a great deal. So you certainly don't want to be spending on advertising or marketing at this time because you're still learning.
Yeah.
But where I would invest small amounts is in your education.
Right.
Yeah, that's what's going to pay you back. If you've got £30 a month spare, you don't want to be spending that on an advert somewhere. You want to be investing that in your education. Yeah, and find a low cost members website that is less than £30 a month that can teach you that. We may know of one.
Yeah. I think
right here, I'll flash up MLM Edge.
Oh.
Okay.
Excellent. Can you do that? Okay. What do you think will be the next single most important development for marketing online?
Gosh, that's a big question. I think the thing about marketing online for the UK is they're quite a number of years. We're a number of years behind America, no doubt about it. So what's sort of really coming into the forefront in America then will sort of move across here. So I think the internet's still relatively new here, so that's obviously going to grow at quite a rate.
Yeah.
The thing that I've noticed, there's two things that seem to be major developments coming that are linking in with the internet more, which is mobile phones.
Yeah.
Of course, with the iPhone and that technology where people are now able to surf websites and watch videos.
Yeah.
All are online, but with their mobiles. So I think the mobile phone integration, what are they called, smartphones and that kind of thing, that integration into the internet is going to be huge. And as it's starting to come into America, and it will come into here, is being able to set up TV adverts from within Google. So you can now do a proper television advert that will go out on a cable channel with people sitting there eating their pizza on a Friday night. An internet marketer is going to be able to have a television advert.
Yeah.
I think that is unbelievable. I mean, I just can't wait for that stuff. So I think the two biggest changes, I think they seem to be massive fusions of technology that are linking into our internet world. I think they're probably the biggest trends to watch.
Excellent. What sort of qualities do you look for in a person that you're thinking of working with?
That's a great question. Okay. When I'm looking to work with somebody, of course, we're in a high-end business, so we're looking at somebody that's got an affordability of a higher level with our MLM type business. First thing for me, I'm looking for somebody that is not under pressure financially. I think that's a bad place to be in. I think I'd rather that they went to the MLM Edge and got coaching and built up a pot of money to then come with more comfort. I look for, I don't like people with big egos. Just that I can sense them within about 30 seconds on the phone.
Yeah.
I have some questions that I ask that suss that out pretty quickly. I like people that are a bit more humble. I think people that have got a big ego don't learn because they think they already know it.
Right.
There's loads of those, honestly, and so I'm looking for people that are humble. A good heart. I like nice people around me. I don't make any bones about it. I want to work with people that I actually enjoy. Biscuits. And that they'll bring me biscuits as well. Stop anchoring me. We've been doing some NLP stuff this weekend. He keeps anchoring me. If you don't know what anchoring is, go and look up NLP. Check anchoring. Stop doing that. I did it to my wife for a different reason, but she keeps bringing me biscuits, so I've got to change the anchor that I did. So I just want people to be a good person. I'm looking for a good work ethic. I'm looking for somebody that's not going to get too distracted and they're going to stay focused. Because if I'm going to put a lot of time in, I'm going to expect the same back. And so really humble, humble, good people that that are not under too much pressure, I think is an ideal place for me.
I've got one more. Have you got the time?
I've got the time if you've got the question.
Right. Okay. What would I just thought this just to balance it a bit? What would you say are the main pitfalls to a person who's starting an opportunity online?
There's definitely the main pitfalls. Information overload.
Right.
There is so much out there, so much knowledge, so much training, so many products, so many shiny new cars to distract people. So information overload is one. Rogue marketers is another. That's a big pitfall. There are plenty. We've got plenty here in the UK that will happily rip people off and con them, and they're just out for themselves. That's another thing to work. Unfortunately, you're going to have to go through that. I've done it and lost a load of money. But if you're aware of it early enough, that's great. So information overload, rogue marketers, and I think the person themselves, because most people tend to get bored of what they're doing. Instead of having that persistence to keep on that path, they then go and look for another solution outside of themselves. So I think the problem, one of the main things, is people thinking that the solution lies out there, when actually it always lies in here. So I think those would be 3 areas that I would really watch for when I was doing something.
Thanks very much for that, Jay.
Okay, guys, that's it. Fantastic. End of a great 3 days. It's been really terrific fun. So good. We'll speak to you soon.